welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, you guys would be so much better off if you came here prior to the interviews, because that's when the funniest stuff happens and the strangest things happen. But the topic that we're going to talk about, really, even though we like to make fun and have a good time, is really probably a super serious conversation and probably the most stressful thing that you ever can do in your life.
Absolutely.
With me is John and Jeff, and you are from Brooks Moving and Hauling. I get it right?
Yes,
You got
sir.
it.
How you doing, Wayne?
I am great. So, moving, like probably the most stressful thing anybody can ever do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even Google says it's top 3 most stressful events that anyone's going to do in their life.
Okay, well, since it was on the internet, it has to be true. Obviously, it has to be true. And the fact checkers didn't change it, so we're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, why'd you guys get into it?
Well, after a few years in the military, I moved multiple times and had multiple bad experiences. And I figured, hey, if some other knucklehead can do it, I can do it too.
So, interjecting for 1 second.
Yeah,
Thank you for your service. Were
absolutely.
you in the military too?
No, I
Oh,
wasn't.
you're like me. That wouldn't take us anywhere.
Yeah, no, yeah, useless.
but I get to do what I do because of people like you, so thank you for your service.
Absolutely. So,
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Go for it. So you get into this, you want to be just like the other knuckleheads and do this.
That's right.
Okay. But why is moving so stressful?
I mean, you got strangers coming into your house, obviously. You don't know anyone. You may have had someone like an on-site consultant come out, and you've met them, but, you know, the bigger the move, the more guys you've got there. You know, they're touching all your personal things. You know, the house is obviously the most intimate place, and, you know, you got strangers coming through, digging through your drawers. Sometimes they're packing stuff up for you, touching all your belongings. So I can imagine, you know, that's stressful for anyone, just having people you don't know in your house in the first place, let alone touching all your belongings.
Okay, so whether you came here knowing that I'm going to touch on this or not, doesn't really matter because I really don't care. You guys are in an industry that has a stigma,
Absolutely.
okay? Which means, hey, they packed all my stuff, they put it in a truck, it was $2 and now they want 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Is that really prominent in the industry? Forget you guys for a second. In the industry.
It can be, yeah. There are some other companies out there that they get you on the back end, whether it's, you know, heavy fees or, you know, saying they're not going to offload until you give them more money. They kind of hold you hostage.
Right.
That is prevalent in the industry, absolutely.
Is it against the law?
Mm.
Or do they skate the law?
Yeah,
It's a gray area.
It's a very gray area.
And depending on, you know, what it's written down to and the fine print on certain things, man, that it is within their legal range to actually do that to you. But it's really a gray area. So
Okay, so I'm older, and I've had triple bypass, and I lost 40% of my lung function, and I'm going to move. You know I'm not going to sit there and pack. That ain't happening.
right.
Okay, so do you guys do the packing too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Mhm.
Okay? How long does it take you to pack a house like that usually?
I mean, if you're doing the kitchen and, you know, there's not too much garage stuff and it's just packing and wrapping the furniture,
Right.
you know, that'd take about, you know, 5-6 hours probably. And that would get everything, you know, loaded onto the truck probably as well.
With how many guys?
About 5-6 guys.
Okay, so it is, first of all, being in your industry is really a science in packing,
Mm-hmm.
but more a science in that you guys have to be great at Tetris because you got to fit everything in that truck, okay, to make sure that it's not just in there, but it's in there solid enough that it's not going to be moving all over the place.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, stacking a truck is definitely the art, really, that what it comes down to. You know, the person that's handling all the furniture and making sure that in transit it's not going to get broken, because you can wrap stuff and protect stuff all you want as best as you can inside the house, but, you know, if it's not properly stacked inside the truck, you don't have a good driver of the truck, you know, operating it safely, it's not going to get there safely.
You know, every industry, including mine, has its part of being not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, your industry, and I could be wrong, but I'm sure that you've gone through issues where things might have broken.
Yeah,
It happens.
it does.
Okay? You're insured?
Absolutely. 100% insured, bonded. We have cargo insurance, obviously all the liability insurance in the world. And then we also, if we need to move condos, we also have the capability of doing certificates of insurance and adding that specific association on there so we can take care of people in high rises and stuff like that.
And I was going to ask, I was going to ask you that. What do you do on a property that's 2 floors, no elevator, and stairs with heavy furniture? Okay, I mean, because people have this. Like, I don't have bulky furniture, but people do have heavy bedroom sets.
Right.
Okay, and do you take them apart?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, all the bedroom sets are always going to be taken apart. That just kind of comes standard with our service.
Okay.
We reassemble things on, at the end on the delivery as well. But, we tend to hire more athletic people and people that are able to carry heavy furniture. And we also have what are called mover straps. And it's kind of a balancing game between 2 people. And you need to have experienced movers there to move that type of furniture. You can't just have the average person who doesn't know how to carry something heavy down the stairs.
We do have a guy they call Hercules.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, absolutely. There's nothing he can't move.
What really stinks is that's good, and you got someone to move the heavy stuff. It's when the door is here, and you got to make the bend this way, and the furniture is super big.
Yep.
Okay, like a hutch or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in one of my properties, the door is here, and then there's a platform like this, and the stairs go down here. Then you got to swing back this way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's very difficult to so you're either going to move the stuff over the
Over
railing?
the railing, yeah, you have 2 separate teams, and you just pass it down, and kind of
Would you
make
take
stairs
off
with it.
if the railing is like removable? Would you take off the railing?
Yeah, if it was pretty easily removable, but for the most part, you're risking one way or the other, either damaging the railing itself, taking it apart, if it's not something that's really easy to do, or the furniture, angling it around. So most of the time, passing it over is usually the easier route, even if it's super heavy.
Okay, so now you go into a move, and I'm just going to guess, because I'm not in the industry, that the woman in the house is going to watch over you packing, and the man is going to watch over you moving. Is that usually how it comes down?
I think, I think we do a really good job at providing comfort and the customer up front when we get there, because we like to do a full walk through the house, and it gets us the opportunity to be familiar with what's, maybe something that's special to them. Maybe it's a hutch their grandfather or grandmother left, grandfather clock, and so we like to provide that customer service and that letting them know that we know that that's important to them, and we bring all of our movers over. Hey guys, this is a important piece. We want to make sure that Mrs. Jones here, everything's protected, and nothing happens to this. And we like to provide that sense of comfort for everybody, and that really helps us keep the people off of our backs.
Right, because a 5-hour move could take 7 hours if somebody is going to be on your case, and then they're going to bitch about the extra money, if
Yep.
that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, though I don't want to know pricing, do you build jobs by the job or by the hour?
So it depends. I'm basically the moving consultant within the company.
Okay.
And what we do, I was going to touch on with the packing we just talked about. Almost any job that requires packing, I'm going to come out and do a physical on-site, because I have the experience and I can get them down to, a fixed rate on certain situations like that. And I can also familiarize myself with the house. We can get something more detailed within the quote that also helps our movers be more aware, which also helps provide that level of comfort when we come in. We know what's going on within the move before we even get there.
And we have the right tools, like moving safes and stuff like that. If we're
And I
moving
was
big
going to
fences.
ask you, what's the heaviest thing you ever moved?
I think very large gun safes is probably one of the heaviest
I
things.
think-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was like a 746-pound gun safe that we had
Wow.
to move, and that was without the gun safe dolly. So that was fun.
When you have
Yeah.
Hercules, don't worry about
That's
it.
it.
You got
Yeah.
this
We gotta
covered.
take
Yep.
it care of.
you got this and as long as it wasn't on like the 5th floor of a walk-up, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my world, the tool makes the job.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in your job too. I guess the type
Absolutely.
of dollars you have and the straps and stuff all make the job easier, safer.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. What I liked about, and people might not understand this, but you're a company still growing,
Mm-hmm.
and you basically are comfortable in the Palm Beach County area, northern end maybe, all the way up into Orlando.
Yep.
Okay, you want to focus on what you guys know the best instead of just spreading yourself too thin to do stuff you can't do. And I like that because that shows responsibility, and it tells me that it's really not just about the money.
Right.
Okay, it's about the job and getting somewhere, one person from one place to the next, as safe and easy as possible. And try, again, it's so interesting some of the stories that I hear about, hey, I moved and I can't get my stuff because they're not going to unload it off because now they're telling me this or they're telling me that. Like for me, if I was going to do a move and I said to you, hey, I got to move, this is what, and you to come do a walkthrough and whatever, and can I get a quote from you that's, yes, it's going to cost you $2,000. That's it. Can I get a firm quote from you?
Absolutely. I write it in with all my quotes specifically. Like, you will not be charged anything more than this fixed rate is. There's no hidden fees. There's no processing fees. There's no back end fees. This is your price.
And that's because you know the industry and you know what it's going to take to move those pieces across.
Absolutely.
So it's not that the other people don't deserve the money because there might be a piece that's heavier and whatever. It's that they didn't prep to get the job prepped out properly, and then they get shafted in the long run, and then they pass that on.
Yep.
So that really becomes the issue, in my opinion. Okay, we're getting tough for our time. How do people find you? You have a phone number?
Yeah. So our business number is 891-0456.
And that's a 561.
That is 561.
Okay.
And then my number personally is 561-946-9843.
So if you have a problem, you can yell at him.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually what I'm there for.
I get that. What about a website?
Yeah, you can visit us at brooksmovingandhauling.com. And if you guys have any questions, you can always put in your information. That comes straight to us, and then you would expect a phone call within, I'd say, 10 minutes. So
Oh, wow.
Very
Really
fast.
put the pressure on you.
that's it.
I kind of get that. Everybody, you heard this, and I've said it a million times. Always, always, always use a professional. It'll cost you 1/3 of the long run that it would cost you if you decide to do it yourself. It's safer, and you don't have to get anybody to fix the mistakes that you make when you do the job yourself. Use a professional. Guys, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Brooks Moving and Hauling. Everybody have a great day, and we'll be right back.